This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6.
Oh! Oh, I should have just stayed in the inside and then kept going up. Him in when I want to get to the first down back. You won't problem. And the game won't be, yeah. He's gonna be in the street. Shawty pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, yeah. Baby steady mobbing. Oh, chemo side, baby, ballin' in my hobby. What the fuck is up? It's Gucci Man G. Oh, let me put my shit on charge. I gotta beat my song one time for the one time. Man, she pissed me off. It's 11. She still working the Krusty Krab?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I got it. Look.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I got that.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy's mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
You can't do no issues here.
58. Mike 58 right there. Check.
They keep it with Penny on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run with Penny. And some room to roam now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Well.
On the run, it's Penny. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 3. Check.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Run him out to the 1.
And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After
the interception, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And they work this out past the 25.
I was waiting on you to do that little juke move.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
What? 190. 58. Come on. Get that quarterback.
Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
Yeah, over the ball.
He is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
I've never seen that nigga play. That shit, hey.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on second down, Trubisky.
I bumped into the nigga.
Right side by Robinson.
Oh, I bumped into that nigga.
And they'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Oh, my God.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Oh,
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
I'm supposed to make you jump so when you come around the corner.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man here is Gary Jennings Jr. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gary Jennings, 73 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point.
I throw the ball right.
It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
I don't know how that dude up there. I ain't for shit. I know this fucker fast and all.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's over. I didn't even take my play. Why did I shoot that shit? It's over.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes.
All right, go do your thing. Be sure to do job. Is that? Oh, so
the 25-yard line.
What the hell going on? 20 shit. Oh, that wasn't me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 34 yards there at a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Cohen lost the football.
There it goes.
Seahawks have picked it up.
There it go. There it go.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
I just knew he was going to get that motherfucker. I'm like,
The extra point now coming from Myers.
oh, Wagner, boy. He get me, boy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I get a chance to pick it up and take off. I'm like, let me just stay up. If I stay up, I'm gone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Didn't get touched. He was pew.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
How the fuck did you even get lost? I don't even understand that shit. How did you get lost?
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's party now.
Hey, Mike 7.
Right there, 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the
come on,
old
Bobby.
failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Get you some, Bobby.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He hot, too. Get you some, Bobby. Boom. Oh, come on, Bobby. Get you some. Hit that boy, hit that boy, hit that boy. Hit that boy. Everybody.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 54 with Mike, 54 with Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Trubisky will throw. Letting one go deep for the ends. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I will try to get that motherfucker.
29 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
See?
Point after, right down the middle.
I got that
and that
before.
cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out of that return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Make a move, my nigga. You good.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them.
Go, go!
You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Go, go,
and they've
go.
had the ability to see what you've done.
Go.
They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Go,
you adjust yourself
go.
and try and stay ahead of the pace
Hey,
because you
y'all,
are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt, show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
14. 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left.
I'm out of here.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Penny. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
One's tight, tight is right. 3 down. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Come on, the ball.
Wilson. Flush to his right.
Man, I slid.
He's going to be
How he
taken
stick on
down.
to
They
me?
sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3.
I slid like a
Back now
motherfucker.
in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On third down, Wilson able to shake him off.
Oh, I ain't know.
He's going to go down again.
Oh, my God.
Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
You need to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. On the run, it's Davis. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Here we go. Switch. Check. Alert.
On first down, it's Cohen. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check nickel. Shit.
On second down, Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
He just dropped that motherfucker. He still wagging the
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Awesome, rock his ass. I was trying to take his motherfucking Abdullah Amagala.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
The boys was coming in here. No time, baby. They was coming.
Penny, the first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike.
Run left.
Here we go. 58 for Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rashad Penny. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gun.
58, right over there, yeah.
Hey, 0. You better be afraid of me. Guys, listen. Lucky.
This is Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
380.
Let's go. Kill.
Go, guys, 4 down.
Now it's Penny running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Oh, I told you that nigga was cracking shit. That nigga Russell had he hot. Russell had 36. Boom, big out. Then I ran that motherfucker back.
That's why I wish I had. That's why I wish I had a hard safe.
That shit was beast.
You're getting a lot of fumbles. Because you're getting a lot of fumbles.
That shit, it was beast, it was magnificent.
This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story back if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the scene. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it loose, who got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I could make 2 of them though. 3. No. Save them 2.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but taking no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it, hate it, change. Okay. So when I die, somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packed, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done soon. Phone gonna be off before got locked. I got some trusted shoes.
Alright, sir. I was putting that shit in that putting that shit in the water and shit so they can start real quick. Salmon in it. I could put it on the grill. Fuck it, we ain't feel like putting that grill on.
So when I die, I ain't gon' be from holding. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
That shit. Nice. This shit gonna be fire too. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mattress. Cause all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they think, they don't even gotta say it. They think they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel safe. Where my other bowl thing is? Well, I'm gonna have to double see. Where that nigga go? That nigga probably sleep. Oh, it's Friday, man. He sleep. He gotta go to work. Alright, got that done.
Here goes one. Medium one.
Level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish them. Measure around me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the Arizona, better kill them all. Road one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I have to do is top rank. Got more bars than a show shank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a show shank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, but watch I eat now. How you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't true. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Eddie Jackson, there you go. You know, I keep hearing going down.
There ain't no time, is it? Same skills you did.
Pick order.
Ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist.
I said that motherfucker.
Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out the left, I never switch, I never switch.
Oh, there goes Super Bowl.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
On second and 12, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Twelve. 61. Matchbox light.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
65.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on second and 3. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
11. 49. Check. Topper.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Alert 3. 21. 6. Hey, box truck.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
I threw it to the wrong nigga.
Almost able to intercept
I threw it to the wrong nigga.
That's what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close.
That was him.
Opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I ain't hike the ball.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hike the ball, bro.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
21. Hey, orbit.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
24 is the mic. Hey, gun. 24 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point.
That was a good play.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. D Ford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What they were playing?
10 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, it's Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Coleman.
Oh, my God.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
13. 24
is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 24 is the mic.
I got him.
He's checking.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Hey,
5.
Take 4.
21. Hey, alert. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
She like ever seen in my life.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, baby, I see you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They go play fake. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, 49ers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, let's go! Hey, 43, 15. 15.
Smoke. 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen.
21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end's right. One, Omaha. Even. 24 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Hey, seam 6.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
to throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
What's he playing? They play good?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
They closed that already.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
That one goes for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mahomes firing complete. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is caught at the 8. A gain there of 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Strip that ball. Hey, check me. Go. 57. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Finish the game. Finish the game. He's crashing. He's checking.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Let's get the ball. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, gun. Hey, check 24.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
12.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Come on, D. Watch the safety creep. Check 3.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Squish, double. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Attack.
High 7, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Mike 56.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Here we go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Garoppolo looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
What the fuck is you doing?
Mike 11. Ready? Mike 50. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
No block.
And he's taken
No
down.
block.
Back at his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Get there, baby.
Try to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 11. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got one. Slam. Check 37. I got you.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darren Lee picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Switch. Yellow. Check three.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Switch it.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6.
Stop him at the 1.
He's brought down after a very nice gain.
Stop him at the 1, baby.
Very nice pickup of 33
Stop him at the 1.
yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Cook.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Guap, you doing your thing, Guap. Ooh, I had one for 96. Passed it. Whoop, y'all sleep.